understand the type of enemy in front of us. Okay, I want to close with this. I actually did not want to put this in, but let me just slot it in because there's something interesting that is saying there. Because Floyd was speaking about answering a question about his brother, according to him, Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. He was asked about his relationship with Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, and now he says something. He said he's more than just a friend; he's a brother. Yo.
What's your relationship with Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi?
He's my brother. Like Mbuyiseni is my brother, like in a true sense of brotherhood. My relationship with Mbuyiseni is not political relationship in J. It's a brotherhood relationship which has been there for more than 20 years now. So like, you can imagine that he is not 40 yet, and I'm just 41 years old now, so if we have had the relationship for 20 years and a very trusting relationship, he's my brother, but he holds his own political views in terms of how we should handle some of these issues. I'll give you an example that when we were campaigning for the 2024 general elections, we had given a political guidance that there must not be any attack of leaders and political engagements between the EFF and Umkhonto weSizwe, that because we potentially are going to have unity. But at some stage, he saw it fit to take a platform and delegitimize President Zuma based on what he could not do when he was the head of state and president. And it's his own views. He has got his own independent views in terms of how he articulates his own positions. I don't claim ownership of Commissar Mbuyiseni. I will never claim ownership of his ideological direction or politics, but we have worked together for the longest time. We disagree on some of the issues, the technical issues, but ideologically, we're almost always aligned in terms of what is to be done. The issue is to how do we do that differently.
If you are listening carefully to what Floyd is saying about Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, one of the best politicians that we have in South Africa, one of the best, really. Actually, the man, as young as he is, just a few years older than me, must be celebrated for who he is. His character, not only the singing, his ideology, his philosophy in politics and everything. Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi must be celebrated. He says, listen, that guy is a brother of over 20 years. I've got friendships also that backdate to primary school till today. You know, it's difficult to keep a friendship for that long in today's time, you know. But for him to say he's been a friend and a brother with Dr. Mbuyiseni, I'm sure they've met somewhere there in Wits University for so long. It always reminds me that these political regalias must not make us enemies. Later. It must not make us enemies, because the EFF, some of the EFF members, including the CIC, knowing the relationship of Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi and Floyd Shivambu, are punishing Dr. Ndlozi for the move of Floyd Shivambu. The man has remained in the EFF. He has posted and said, unequivocal, we stay here. Without a doubt, he is into the EFF. I saw a newspaper, I think the Sunday Times. I was passing somewhere in a garage and I saw a heading that says Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi rejects nomination for the top 6. And I was like, Ash. I was like, if indeed it is true that Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi is declining any nomination for the top positions in the MK, that is not a good sign for the MK. But I want to remind you as EFF, for the EFF, excuse me. I want to remind you as EFF members that it is us who are pushing him away because of his friendship with Dr. Floyd Shivambu. It is unfair. You remember when we were told that some of their wives are retweeting nonsense or are liking a tweet? You know, how can you be punished for what your family does? Guys, it's really unfair. It's really unfair. But I'm going to support, me personally. I'm going to support any political move that Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi does, because I see him as an honest person. Whether he goes to the MK or he stays in the EFF, hopefully that's what I want for him. But it's difficult to stay in a party where you no longer feel welcome. It's not nice. It's not nice. So if he moves over, we must just remember that the man has been loyal to the EFF for so long, you know. And the attack on him is really uncalled for, and it is not fair. You know, being punished because your friend, your brother has moved to another political party, just because that's your best friend, and of which Dr. Floyd Shivambu is telling us that man has got his own ideology. They differ many times in other points of views about politics. But you know, even when they said don't attack Zuma during the campaigning, don't fight, he decided to say something of which I think Floyd disagrees with. It was not a good move from the side of Dr. Ndlozi, but they all have done that. Majority of the people that are in the MK have already done that. Okay. Before I close, entertain this one for a second. Just entertain it with me for a second. You know, just your boy King thinking out loud. When Floyd Shivambu joined the MK party, I was the only content creator, YouTuber, reporter, whatever, political analyst who said this move from Floyd Shivambu was planned by him and Julius Malema because of how that press conference of him going was. It was the first time that we had in South Africa someone leaving a political party and there was a press conference. I was shocked. I was like, man, something is not adding up here. These people are acting. You know, after some weeks, it started showing, no, maybe it was not an act. Now we've got Floyd Shivambu, Manye, we've got Busisio Mkhwebane, we've got Dale Mpofu, all coming from the EFF going to the MK party. Instead of saying, and just flow with me here, instead of saying the MK has stolen EFF leadership, shouldn't we have another point of view that the EFF has infiltrated the MK party? Have you thought about that? Because, I mean, I don't trust these politicians, man. I don't know about you, but I mean, I don't trust them. I feel like these people can go there at the MK and do something big and destroy the MK. I'm just saying, because there's a possibility. I hope I'm 1000% wrong. And after destroying the MK, they come back to the EFF and say, no, it was planned all the time. The moment we knew about the formation of the MK, we decided to have a strategical, political, attack and whatever. Hey, I don't know. But it's something to think about. It's something, because if we don't say it and it happens, it looks like we don't apply our mind fully. But I'm telling you, this might be an invasion of the EFF in the MK instead of the MK taking the EFF members. Think about it. Okay, let me just go into, who was it? Is it Katlego? There's a guy named Katlego that I saw did a breakdown of my last video. I was like, yeah, Abantu, they are really effective in what they are doing. I mean, I saw him breaking down my video. I must also do it, actually. I must get time to break down the video in segments, so that if you want to watch one specific video or one topic about on the video, then you can go to it. Because I mean, I like making one long video instead of making 8 videos a day speaking about that one person, speaking about that one person. It's just Floyd Shivambu. I respect him that much, just to give him his own shine and give him his video. So I think I hope it's Katleho that made that video, that made that breakdown of the video. Also, I'd like to thank everyone. I saw yesterday, I told you guys we opened our own social media platform in Paseta, www.paseta.co.za, and there you can open your own account and do that. So I would like to thank each and every one of you. I saw some people were already posting there and everything. Don't forget to follow your boy King on Paseta. Guys, Paseta has got its own social media platform. You can have followers, you can have your account. There's the same thing that you have on Twitter, the same thing that you have on Facebook and Instagram. You can have it there. So very soon we'll be having videos and going live, and sometimes I'll tell you guys for the big news that we want to talk, secretive news that we want to talk, we'll rather announce it that side, because that side will be having more freedom of speech. So for those who don't know, you can go on our website www.paseta, and you've got the 3 lines where you can click them and go to community. When you go to community, you can then register your own account there, and pass it away. I don't know, I want to say tweet away, pass it away on our own platform, where freedom of speech, and of course with an element of respect, is encouraged. So thank you so much for everyone also that has donated to the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture, and we are very grateful for everyone. If you haven't already, you've got an extra 50 Rand in your account. We are asking 10,000 Africans to donate for the school project, so that we can build the school in record time. So we need your help to make this dream a reality. Thank you so much for everyone that has donated there. I can't say thank you enough. That's why each and every video you'll just hear me saying thank you, because each and every day I see the amounts coming in. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child, donate to Paseta, do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute.